Hello, my name is Murdoch Lias. I'm an emergency medicine, critical care, and organ donation physician at the University of Manitoba. I'm also an advocate and researcher in equity, diversity, decolonization, and inclusion. I lead a collaborative, patient-oriented program of research focused on health equity for queer populations. Over the past 2 years, it's been my pleasure to serve as the chair of the CAPE Sexual Orientation and Gender Identity Committee. Our committee was established in 2020, and we have proudly completed our 4th year together. This committee was established to empower 2S LGBTQIA+ physicians and learners in emergency medicine through research, representation, education, mentorship, and advocacy. Our committee has been actively engaged since its inception in efforts to improve the care of queer patients in emergency departments across Canada and beyond. Queer patients in Canada face inequitable barriers in accessing emergency care, as well as differential outcomes. Dr. Cruz published a landmark scoping review, The Care of Sexual and Gender Minorities in Emergency Departments, which identified many inequities and targets for action to improve emergency medicine care for sexual and gender minorities. Dr. Primavesi and other members of our group led a national consensus process during the 2021 CAPE Academic Symposium on education about sexual and gender minorities within Canadian emergency medicine residency programs, which identified a curricular gap in Canadian emergency medicine training programs. The output of this effort was a series of actionable recommendations for residency programs to enhance the capacities of their trainees to provide expert care with cultural humility for sexual and gender minority folks, and to support a shift towards a culture of diversity and inclusion. In the past year, our committee members have collaborated on a number of projects. We led the publication of a CAPE position statement recommending the development and integration of sexual and gender minority advocacy services in emergency departments across Canada. We also led the publication of an environmental scan and CAPE position statement recommending enhanced routine sociodemographic variable collection in emergency departments across Canada, including the collection of gender, sex, and sexual orientation-related variables. This year, our committee led the development of a virtual curriculum for interdisciplinary emergency medicine providers to enhance their capacity to provide inclusive care for 2S LGBTQIA+ patients. These teachings support the development of cultural humility and expertise in queer-specific emergency health issues. The development of this curriculum has been a substantial effort that has included engagement with queer-identifying emergency patients and community members, with the Community-Based Research Center, who is a national nonprofit organization with a mandate to promote the health of people with diverse sexualities and genders through research and intervention development, as well as partnerships with queer health experts and ally content and methodologic experts. The development and evaluation of a pilot module from this curriculum was led by Dr. Juan Mohadeb and other members of our committee, which was just published in the Canadian Journal of Emergency Medicine, where we showed that our intervention was effective at improving self-rated capacities, knowledge, and attitudes of emergency medicine trainees regarding the care of sexual and gender minority patients. The full curriculum will be available, open access, and free of charge through CAPE, with the intention of reaching as many emergency medicine providers as possible. It is set to launch in the last quarter of 2024, so I hope you will keep your eyes open and register to participate in this extremely high-quality, collaborative curricular effort. Our committee webpage was refreshed and updated, as well as our visibility project, with content that showcases physicians who identify with the 2S LGBTQIA+ community. We recognize that representation matters, and by sharing our stories, we hope to contribute to a culture of inclusiveness that celebrates diversity. The CAPE Sexual Orientation and Gender Identity Committee is always welcoming new members. So if you would like to collaborate with us, learn more about the group or to join us, then please send us a message via the CAPE Sexual Orientation and Gender Identity Committee website. Thank you.